Hey guys, B8KD here. Today we're going to be going over how to insure your ship and what insurance is and how this is going to help you, especially within a PvP battle. If you lose your ship, you will get some sort of discount to get it back. And most of your modules, if there are modules that were dropped on death, you will not get those back, so you do have to be wary about that. You could get extremely lucky and not drop essentially anything and be able to compensate it all back very quickly. If you did not get those modules, it's pretty much the same thing. You just won't get your 30% discount on the module. You'll have to go purchase them again. So it's not too big of a loss, but the main thing are the ships and the rigs. Those are usually the most expensive and hardest to get back, so at a 30% discount it's pretty good. Insurance services: all ships lost in the character's name can be compensated with insurance. Compensation range: ships, fitted modules, rigs, and drones. No claim: items in the cargo hold, so you will lose things in the cargo hold, and dropped equipment, etc. So anything that the other player got, you cannot compensate for. After the compensation, the item, well, for the fast compensation, it says after compensation, the item will be instantly repaired. PvP losses have a 12-hour trade block. So that's definitely good. You can't just repair your ship and get back out into the battle. In my case, it's kind of a pain because I'll lose it solo somewhere and I'll have to wait 12 hours to fly that ship again. Usually I just go immediately to Jita, rebuy my ship, and go on from there. So that'll be kind of a pain, but at least I'll be getting my ship back. Maybe I'll have multiple ships to kind of go back and forth on, and I'll always just compensate those two or something. We'll see. Insurance points can be obtained from daily sign-ins, advanced missions, exchanging plex, etc. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the Condor Interceptor here. With the Interceptor, you can see it says I have 142 insurance points. If we click on insurance services here, you have a 969k or 7 insurance points equal 1 plex, and 1 plex equals 969. So that's not updated real time, it looks like. It's probably at the end of the night or in the morning when that resets, because if I lose my ship now, I'm going to take a pretty big loss because plex is up almost 200k. So I'm not sure how that works. It says 884 and it was all the way up into the 1 mil to 1.2 this morning. Everybody's purchasing plex, trying to gobble it up. So I'm not sure how that works, but you probably will take a little bit of a loss here and there. Hopefully that 30% discount will help out. But essentially I'll go back and I'll hit my event page, insurance features and updates, and let's go ahead and view now. Our compensation range is the same thing I just went over. Our fast payout button, of course, that's the 12-hour trade lock for PvP losses. If it's a PvE, it will pay out to the station and you can get right back out there and try to finish that storyline, so that's really cool. I think for PvE losses that's going to be huge. Now I have 1 rig on this ship, but it says it's 63 mil estimated market value, so that is pretty correct. I paid about 60 mil for this Interceptor and 2 mil for a rig. Original compensation price 458, minimum compensation price 137. So the minimum is just for the ship itself, no rigs at all. So if we calculate that, 7, that's about 60-ish mil in insurance points. Now if we click on the calculation rules, you can kind of go over this a little bit. Insurance points for compensation of ships and modules and module losses. Insurance points: deposit insurance points to reduce the compensation cost of kill mails. For compensation cost of ships, the portion covered by the deposited IP will receive a 30% discount. So you will get a 30% discount. So if you insure a 1 billion ship, it will cost you around 700 million to insure it. Now, you can kind of read over this a little bit more, but that's pretty cool. Your current IP sufficient to cover this current ship. Insurance points should be larger than 0, so let's just do 142. Well, let me figure this out really quick, and then we'll go over it a little bit more. Now, before I do that, you see I lost a ship last night, 2-2. I cannot compensate that ship. That's one thing to acknowledge here. You'll see a little note on the very bottom. Pretty much it has exceeded the 60-day period or the battle records generated before the insurance function was updated. So I lost it yesterday before it was updated, unfortunately. So I had to come to Jita and buy a new one. I'm going to fit this baby out and we'll check out the insurance thing again, how much it costs. Alright, so for this baby, I have it fully fitted now. It says my estimated price is 116 million. I calculated it all. Market price is 112 that I paid for all this. Or 52 million for the module and about 60 for the interceptor. So the prices are slightly varied here. It says buy another 112 insurance points to get the lowest discount on the, and it cuts off there. So I'm wondering, original compensation price, deposit deduction 586. So what if I just buy like 800 insurance points? I have to do it in values of 7. Looks like 812. Okay, I'm going to spend 116 plex on 812 insurance points. I'm going to confirm. So I have lots of insurance points on there now. Original compensation price 838, and minimum I think is just for the ship itself. So it's not really telling me. Deposit deduction 586 maybe. That's probably what it is with the modules and the discount there. Well, I do have a Vigil here. I think I spent around 5 to 10 mil on it, and I'm going to get this baby blown up. Let's go ahead and check out our estimated cost here. So we have 954 insurance points. So we do have the insurance points in advance for that 70% discount. So the minimum compensation cost looks like it's 1.5 mil-ish, or 9.71 insurance points. So that's just for the ship. The original compensation price, I'm imagining that's for the entire ship, rigs, and mods. 32 insurance points, or 4.4 million ISK. So I do have my insurance points in advance, so I'm gonna go get this baby blown up and we'll see how it works. Well, I probably could have flown to a little bit stronger base, but this took about 10 minutes for these T2 Condors to blow me up. But we are gonna blow up our nice shiny Vigil now and see how this insurance works. And there I go. There goes my Vigil. It's a long ship. Let's go ahead and head to our station now. Can you insure this from space, I wonder? Ooh, 9.67 to repair. I only dropped a Mark 7 small missile. Everything else looks like it dropped or blew up in the wreck, so that's a good sign. Let's see. I want all of my other stuff back. My non-compensated items, of course, is my 1 Mark 7 missile that dropped. My modules are 1 million ISK. That's like the target painters, the wolf, all that good stuff. My rigs, 2.2 mil. These are the most expensive thing on the ship, so it says I will be getting that back. So it says IP converted 32, deducted 22, final price 9.67. Oh, I see. So you can uncheck modules if you don't want the modules, so 7.46, but I do want those. If I uncheck the rigs, that's weird. I feel like there should be a lot more. Deduction 22, final price 9. Let's read what the deduction does again. Well, it doesn't want to tell us, but okay, so that's only like 1.1 million ISK, even though it says 3.2 total. Let's go ahead and just confirm this. Insurance compensating gratum, the item deposited in this shop. So let's see what they gave us. Okay, we got our vigil back and all of our mods. So that's interesting. We saved quite a bit of money doing it that way. It said it was going to deduct, I think, 22, but it still gave us all our stuff back. You see here that it is compensated. This stuff is all a little bit confusing to me. I'm kind of learning this on the fly, but it did only deduct what it said it was going to deduct. But yeah, I'm going to go blow this ship up again and see if I can compensate it immediately. I'm going to undock here and just put my module back on. So that's pretty cool. That was nice and easy. I got my PvE ship back immediately. But yeah, I'll be right back. And here's our vigil going up in smoke again. And there we go. Let's go ahead and go back into events. Insurance feature update. View now. So we can compensate our pod for 1 plex. That's not what we're looking for. So my vigil here at 2 insurance points. Looks like my micro warp drive dropped, so I cannot get that. So let's go ahead and just hit the repair, non-compensated. So all it's repairing now is the ship itself. So let's go ahead and just repair that for 2. You can only use fast payout in a station. So what if I don't want to use fast payout? I don't think there's any way to adjust it. Maybe that's the only way to do it. Okay, let's pause this and go back to the station. And here we go, back at the station. Just go back in there, events, insurance feature, view now. I don't know why it keeps coming up on my pod. Let's go ahead and hit fast recovery for 2 plex. 2 insurance points, I mean. There we go. Looks like you can compensate it multiple times in PvE deaths, so you can keep chopping away at that storyline mission. There's my nice shiny Vigil. Now, we're still not sure if the insurance buys items from the market or essentially just gives you free items. If they give you free items just from thin air, then it's bad for the game, just like everyone else is saying. But I'm not going to get too technical with that. I don't really care too much about where they get the items. I'm happy they gave me a discount on my ship, and I was able to insure it. Just one tip, of course, if you go back in here, you have to have the insurance points ready in advance for a discount of 70%. So that's where they're getting that number. You get a huge discount if you have the insurance pre-purchased. So what I'm going to do is leave quite a bit of insurance points on my account. I'm going to check the most expensive ship I'm flying at the time and make sure I have the insurance points to cover it, plus about probably 10 to 15%, just in case there's any fluctuation in value. I'm not sure why it says a discount of 70%. I feel like compensation covered by the deposit IP will receive a 30% discount. So I thought it was only 30%, but it's giving me a 70% discount. So I'm not too sure on that. If anybody wants to explain that better in the description, you can. This is kind of a scuffed guide on how to use insurance, but it will help a few people. This is very confusing, and seeing a ship blow up and repaired, I think, will help somebody. So this is a pretty cool system. Last thing, I'm going to go check my succubus when I get out to my station and just check out how much insurance points it costs and see if it's worth it there. Alright, looks like we are back at the succubus. I purchased this succubus as a contract in Jita, I think for 800 million ISK. Pre-fit and rigged with all T3 rigs. It says the total estimated value of this ship is 1.45 bill. So I got a pretty big discount on this ship buying it pre-fit like that. The original compensation price down here says 10,500 insurance points. Now I calculated that, and that is 1.5 bill in insurance points. The minimum compensation price is 3.15 thousand insurance points. So to get our 70% discount, which is extremely generous, I'm not too sure why it says 70% if you pre-purchase them. I guess that's potentially an incentive. But that is extremely cheap to replace this ship. 3,000 insurance points to insure this, or a total, I think, of 500 plex, give or take. I'm going to be saving just a buttload of money. I'll probably lose most of my modules when I do pop, but the majority of my price on this is the hull and the rigs. So I'm definitely going to spend my 316 plex to have that many pre-purchased insurance points, because I'm going to be saving almost 1 billion ISK or more just to repair this ship, and you know I'm going to lose it soon. So I'm not sure if this price will go up or down, so what I'm probably going to do is get 3.4 K insurance points just in case the market value goes up or down. I don't want to be out of that insurance point advance, or whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to stockpile these insurance points so I can repair my ships comfortably. I'm not going to be too pissed when I lose a ship now, because for some reason I'm getting 70% off my ship, and I'm getting it repaired fairly quick. The only downside, like I was saying before, is the fast recovery on PvP ships. It says 12 hours. It's really going to bug me. I have to wait 12 hours, but it's there for a reason, so we don't really need to be too pissed about that. We don't want people setting their destination one jump away from your home system and continuously repairing that ship over and over just to come rag you in giant fleets. So yeah, this insurance system is a godsend, especially for me. I have to fund basically everything I own. People are out to get me and blow my ships up, usually first in fleets. They'll see my name and just go straight after me. So having a little bit of compensation for my ships and not losing so much money on them, it's going to keep me out there PvPing longer. I'm pretty sure they buy the modules and the ships from the market. So regardless of the fact, the industrialists should be getting paid still, I guess. So I'm going to be getting a huge discount on my ship, and the modules and rigs still should be coming off the market. So in turn, it's just helping the PvPers or PvEers just replace their ships more affordably and still helping them out. So I'm hoping that's how it works and that's just not appearing off of thin air. Of course, you'll probably get an update soon enough saying if it is true or not, but that's just what I think and would be the smartest option there. If they don't come off the market and they're just from thin air, it would be awful for the game. Nobody would be buying modules or rigs or anything anymore, but yeah. Well, hope this guide helped you. I'm definitely going to be investing a lot of my Plex in insurance points just for, you know, the reason, just saving tons of ISK. But yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.